You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops, said Tom Waits in a song called Hold On. I once met a more beautiful woman in a coffee shop. It was March of 1999, and it was almost 24 years ago. I was 19 and drinking coffee in the original Quack's coffee shop off the Drag in Austin, Texas. Quack's coffee shop plays a prominent role in Richard Linklater's first movie, Slacker. It's been in a lot of movies. I was sitting on the patio that looks out on Guadalupe Street, and it was a slow weekday during spring break when most students were out of town. I like this particular coffee shop. It's no longer there, but this time they had free refills, and there was a gorgeous red-haired girl with peaches and cream skin and a voluptuous and fit body. She had a cute little face, too, with a furrowed eyebrow forehead whenever she got mad, which, unfortunately, I saw her do in the weeks after our initial introduction. We had been making eye contact with each other for a couple days. She was a relatively new employee, and I was a coffee shop regular. I had a small poetry book with me that I had been writing poems in. While I sat in the coffee shop on this particular day, I wrote a short poem about a stunning red-haired employee of the coffee shop, except I didn't title the poem, not just yet. My love interest of mine conveniently took her 30-minute break whenever I was in the coffee shop, which was a few hours every day. She had sat by herself at a table near me the day before, but I chickened out and I didn't make a move. Today, however, I was ready. The young woman took a seat at the patio and pulled out a sandwich out of a brown paper bag. Being a natural actress and knowing I was watching her, she made a childlike pouty face like, "PBJ again?" Then she looked up and mumbled something about her sandwich. I was the only one in the same vicinity able to hear her. My chair made a loud noise as I got up from the table. She noticed, but she didn't let it stun her. I politely walked over and asked if I could sit down. She nodded yes, and I introduced myself. "Hi, my name is Gregory. I'm a 19-year-old writer/dishwasher here in Austin." "Nice to meet you, Gregory. I'm Sarah, a 19-year-old actress/coffee shop employee, also here in Austin." "Sarah, that's a nice name. It means princess, doesn't it?" I asked. "Yes," she said, as she lightly blushed, "so I'm told." "There's a couple different ways to spell that," I asked, "right?" "Yeah," she said, "I spell it with an A and an H." I quickly took out my pen cap with my mouth, scooted a little closer to her, and asked her to spell her name slowly. S-A-R-A-H. As she is spelling it, I'm slowly writing it in big letters on the poem that I just wrote about her. Then I loudly rip out the poem out of the spiral notebook and forcefully hand it to her. She reads my simple poem slowly. The poem was about a beautiful red-haired woman working at a coffee shop. Sarah puts her hand on her chest, and her breath has been briefly taken away. "Thank you," she said. This is the most beautiful." She starts to get a little choked up and clears the nervousness with a joke. "Can I keep this?" she jokingly says. "Yes, it's yours." "That was one of the most romantic things anyone has ever done to me," she said, as she holds my hand. "I gotta get back to work." I've never told this story to anybody else before, probably because Sarah left such an impression on me. She broke my heart. But I hope you enjoyed the story, and go ahead and check out my book. Have a great weekend, guys. Aloha.